Ocean. Welcome to another edition of Dan's Fishing Tales. I'm going to show you 3 knots that you can use for braided line. You know, you can use about any knot, but some of them slip a little bit more on braided or the stuff that's like nanofill. So what I'm going to do is show you 3 that you can use for it that hold much better. I'm going to use, get it here, I'm going to use a piece of paracord so you can see a little bit better, and use these hemostats as the lure or hook or whatever you want to use it as. And the first one is a Trilene knot, which I do a little bit different. And here it is here. Trilene knot, you go through once, then you make another pass. You bring it through just like this. So what you've done, pull this up, you've created a double loop so that you got an extra cushion here. Now I'm not going to go around as many times as you go because this cord will bulk up. Go around about 5 or 6 times. I took it around about 2 or 3 here, and you go through there and then you pull it tight for a Trilene knot. But what I do is I bring it on up in this loop that you made up here, just like you would with an improved clinch knot. You bring it through there like that. Now you bring it down, slide it on down. Don't slide as good, of course, with this cord. And once we get it down here, pull that in there, and then you've got yourself a knot that will hold with braided line. And I'll try to get this untied. So the next one I'm going to show you here is the Polymer knot. And I've got a big area of line out here on purpose, which I'll show you in a second here. You pass this through here, which of course again is the eye of your hook or whatever it is, and you bring it up and you make yourself a knot, just like a square knot. You take this, go around through, just like that, and there, you got that, just like this. Now you got a loop out here. What are you going to do with that? Well, what you're going to do with it, pass the lure, the hook, or whatever through like this. And now it's down here, and all you do is just take the tag end and the other line, pull it tight, and there you got yourself a knot. As I said, that holds real good for braided line, but it works good for mono too. I can remember Keith Lundahl, who owned Lundahl Lures. I don't think he ever used much else but a Polymer knot, and of course I don't think he ever used braided line. It wasn't around a whole lot then, except for the old Dacron type. Now, the next one I'm going to show you works good for braided. In fact, I'd recommend it for braided more than I would mono. The reason I think that it doesn't work as well for mono is I've noticed that when I do tie it, the knot breaks a lot on mono. And I think because of the way that it works, there's a click, and I think that might nick or pinch the line somehow or other. With braided, it doesn't make as much difference. It's called a quick knot. Bring it through, just like that. Now what you do is you grab your tag end up here. You're going to end up making a loop up here. And then you rotate it around about 5 or 6 times. But again, we're not going to do as much. And you've got this loop right up here where you were holding the line. You pass it through there, you bring it down, and then you pull your line down. Now when you pull that down, normally, like if it's regular fishing line, once you pull it into place, there, you see that tag end jump? Okay, there would also be a little click, especially if it's monofilament. But when that jumps around, you know that that thing is tied correctly. And this is a very good knot. I use this probably, I'd say 80% of the time on braided line, especially if I'm in a hurry. That's why they call it a quick knot, because it's very quick. You've seen where I had it there. I did it slow so you could see. I had it up here, I wrapped it around, well, like you have a spinnerbait or something with this thing. It's a little hard to do that. Wrap it around, pull it down, and there it is. So anyway, there's 3 knots that work very good for braided line. So until next time, get out on the water and enjoy a great day of fishing.